Hey guys, this is Sormuka with the daily deals of the third day of the Steam Autumn Sale, November 29th. The first game up is Dishonored, 75% off, which takes it down to €7.49, $7.49, or excellent, fantastic £3.74. So again, after Skyrim, the UK guys have a deal of the sale. And Dishonored is for me one of the best games of the year 2012. It was kinda sadly eclipsed by the Bioshock Infinite, which I think is a fairly overrated game, and it's on today's sales as well, so I will talk about it a little bit more later. But Dishonored is fantastic first-person RPG stealth action game. You have so many roads you can go about the game. There are so many side quests you don't even have to find, and the maps are not that large, but there are still multiple ways about the game. You don't even have to kill a single man throughout the whole Let's Play, which is like 10 to 12 hours long. You can go around, you can sneak around, and actually it brings an advantage, because if you are not messing around killing policemen and soldiers and even your targets, because even if you have an objective to kill someone, there is always a way out of it. You don't have to do it. Then you have easier game going forward. So if you want the challenge, I guess just running gun-ho around and killing everything in sight may be an option, but it will be more difficult, and I think even less satisfying. I felt really well. I went through the whole game without killing a soul, and it just waiting for the guards, for the perfect moment to move in or to just distract them. This was just a great experience, and as I said, the best game of the year 2012, maybe of the past 2 years. And just pick it up, especially in UK. That's just an insane deal. Just remember, as you can see, if you are in the territory, if the Eastern Europe, you can't give this game. So if you want to buy it for someone, you sadly can't. I've checked in the UK store, you can do it. So you can make your friend in UK, I guess, buy the game for you for almost half the price. Insanely great game. Go get it if you don't already have it. And there is even DLC. It's not discounted as much, so I'm not sure how much worth it is. I would just grab the base game. This is so much fun that it's enough. Next game up is Saints Row the 4th, 60% off, which takes it down to €19.99, $19.99, or £15.99. So the most expensive game so far, but you'll get to much expensive one in today's daily deals. And Saints Row is just a GTA clone, mostly. You have a huge city to play around and mess around in, and it's just over the top, especially Saints Row the 4th. Even the games before that were just meant to screw around, running around with oversized dildos, killing innocent people with it, or having absolutely insane costumes made up of like a backpack from a small children and a skirt, and I don't know, this was just so insane, and some huge mask bigger than yourself on top of your head. And this game had superpowers, hero superpowers, because part of the game is in like a Matrix style reality where you have superpowers like Neo, for example, and you can screw around even more than that. The game looks pretty good. It's not really fantastic looking. It's not a huge improvement over the ones before that. See, this gun will make the head of the enemy explode, which is insane. And the game actually had, I don't think it was a viral campaign. It had some problems in Australia, because Australia is kind of a weird country about the games. They are really expensive there, and they have certain rules that may just ban the game in the country. So they had to alter the game and remove some of the alien anal probe gun, I think was the name of the gun they had to remove. And there was some issue with narcotics you can pick up in the game. Completely made up narcotics, like drugs, you could pick up, but it was still an issue with the it's the government of Australia, so they had to deal with that one as well. Saints Row, it is a good game. I have to say, I had a blast with the third one. I've played only a little bit of Saints Row the fourth so far, and you can even pick up the franchise pack, which, if it includes, it includes Saints Row the fourth, and it's only like €8 more expensive. So you can get every single one of them, up from the Saints Row 2, which by many is considered the best of the series, for €27. It's kind of a lot of money. You can purchase like 5 other games instead, but I think it's worth it. And as it's on the daily deal, it will not go much lower than that. Next one up is Bioshock Infinite, 75% off, which takes it down to €7.49, $9.99 or £6.24. And Bioshock Infinite is an excellent first-person action game with a fantastic story, great characters, especially the Elizabeth. You will never forget Elizabeth if you will play this game. But a little bit mediocre fighting and gunplay mechanics. But the storyline and the NPCs will carry the game, no question about this. On the other hand, I think it was slightly overhyped, so keep your expectations reasonable about the game, especially about the gameplay itself. The story is fantastic, it lives up to the hype. Elizabeth even overgrows the hype, but the shooting mechanics, even the gameplay itself, I think Dishonored is better in this respect. And if I honestly had a choice of these two games, with the knowledge I have right now, I would pick up Dishonored over Bioshock Infinite. But both of them are great games, and if you can afford both of them, pick them up. Next one up is Counter-Strike Global Offensive, 75% off, which takes it down to €2.74, $3.74 or £2.99. And this is a fourth iteration of a team-based online multiplayer game. There is no single player in the game. It's purely about the multiplayer, and the thing they improved over the time is mostly the graphics. With the very first one, the mechanics of the game are still the same. You have some grenades, you have the weapons, you are not shooting down the sides except with of course, the sniper rifles, and it's just a pure blast. You are either playing the terrorists or the counter-terrorists. There are sometimes objectives on the maps. There is a ton of mods for this game, which used to be a mod itself for the first Half-Life. And just a lot of fun. If you enjoy multiplayer games, online multiplayer games, I don't know why not pick it up, especially for this price. Great deal. Next one up is State of Decay, 50% off, which takes it down to €9.49, $9.99 or £7.49. And this is a zombie survival open world game. It's like a mashup of the Walking Dead adventure game and the GTA series and Left 4 Dead series of games, all of them shoved together and working pretty well actually together. You have your group of people you have to take care of, just like in the Walking Dead adventure game. You have your base of operations, just like in the Walking Dead series, just like the prison they have there. You can upgrade your base of operation. You have to go for the supply runs because you have to take care of your guys you are around you, and you are picking up other survivors on the way and progressing throughout the very dangerous world you are in. So the stealth is the most important part of the game, because otherwise you will be swarmed and killed by the everlasting zombies all around you. Sounds like a great game. Sadly, I haven't had the chance to play it yet because it's very new on PC. It was released some time ago on the consoles. I think it was Xbox Live Arcade, but I will pick it up for sure because it's not even a month-old game and it's already 50% down. This is a good deal. Next one up is Euro Truck Simulator 2, 75% off, which takes it down to €4.99, $6.24 or £3.74. And this is that kind of strange niche game like the farming simulators. It's all about driving the truck on semi-real European roads from one town to another, transporting the goods and trying to keep up with the schedule and trying to not damage every single road sign and every single car on your way to make some money to buy a better truck. That's all the game is about. Apparently it does a really good job. I've never played it. I have no reason to pick it up because I don't really care about trucks. I don't even have a driving license. But if you enjoy driving trucks around Europe, or if you want to explore Europe on kind of scaled down versions of the road system in Europe, you can pick it up. It sounds like something you may enjoy. Next one up is Surgeon Simulator 75% off, which takes it down to €2.49, $2.49 or £1.74. And this is not really a surgeon simulator per se, maybe some monster surgeon simulator, because you are just mutilating your unfortunate patients while trying to save them, and the game considers like smashing the skull with a hammer and then ripping out the brain and literally throwing in another one, a way to save a patient and a successful operation. It's insane. He has to be tied up because otherwise he would kill you with whatever tools you have lying around. Just look at the hatchet, the saw, the drill you are using to quote-unquote help them. And if it wasn't enough, it is not really that easy to control the tools because you are controlling individual fingers as well as the wrist of the hand while you are performing the operation. So it's even harder than that, and really no real guide for a real surgeon. But if you have a group of people, especially drunk people, playing this together, this could be a blast. And it's fairly cheap, so I guess if you want to screw around, pick it up. Next one up is Call of Duty Ghosts, 17% off, which takes it down to €49.79, $49.79 or £33.19. So a pretty good deal for the UK guys, but the game was cheaper there to begin with. It's a fairly recent game, again not even a month old game in the series of Call of Duty games. Honestly, the last game I've played really was the first Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That was the last game of the Call of Duty series I've played. But from what I can tell, this one is not a particularly good version of Call of Duty. The Black Ops 2 had pretty decent reviews. Even this one, especially on IGN, you can find like 9.9 score for this game. But from what I've seen, from what I've heard from other people, I don't think it's a great game. It's a good game. The sale isn't fantastic, but as I said, it's only a month old game. It's really entirely up to you. If you want to play Call of Duty, you will pick it up if I tell you yes or no. So this game is really entirely up to you. I've never played any of the recent Call of Duty games and I don't plan to do it. Next one up is Contagion, 75% off, which takes it down to €3.49, $3.74 or £2.99. And this is a co-op survival game. It used to be a mod for Half-Life 2, but right now it's a standalone game. I've purchased it for the full price some time ago and I've played it with some friends and it was interesting. It's an early access, just remember that, so the game is not really released yet. So there is still some way to go, some way to make the game better and improve it, but it was kind of a letdown for me. There is not that many zombies and you can just kill them really without any effort. You can get stuck kind of easily. The only way to get to the objectives is really via your cell phone and its GPS, which isn't really particularly precise. It only tells you how far you are, but not which floor it is, and so on. And as I said, there is not that many zombies except for a few parts where you open door and then they just flood in. So that's where the game gets a little bit more dangerous. But otherwise, I wasn't feeling threatened. I wasn't feeling like I may lose my life. And I was playing with friends, and even in a co-op game, it was kind of a chore because you just clean up all the rooms. The whole level, for example, of the police station, you will start in and then you are just trying to figure out what to do next. And you may get stuck for quite some time. You will lose each other because the levels are pretty big and you will constantly try and find each other. So from my point of view, the game still has a long way to go. I don't say it's a bad game, as I said, it's an early access, but it just didn't live up to my expectations. And I didn't even publish the video of the game because I would have to do so much editing to make it interesting. It wasn't very worth it. So these are the 9 games of the daily deals of the third day of Steam Autumn Sale. Personally, I would pick up Dishonored first and foremost if you don't already have the game, especially in UK, that's a great deal. Then I guess Bioshock Infinite is another great game for a good price. The Counter-Strike Global Offensive is also a great version of Counter-Strike, and I will pick up the State of Decay because this sounds like a great game. And even though it's only 50% off, it's brand new game, really brand new game. So these are my recommendations. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like the video, like it. If you want to see more, subscribe and leave a comment down below. Until next time, bye bye.